Okay, before we get going into this video, I want to know, what is your least favorite thing about spring training? Comment below. All right, we have a lot to go over, a lot of really fun, juicy baseball things that happened today. So without further ado, let's get the video started. Welcome back to the Daily Baseball Report. Coach Matt coming at you with another video. I am here to provide everyone with the most up-to-date current baseball news and coverage of all the games in major leagues. If you like that, I highly suggest that you press the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos, and please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. We have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by opening day. So if you can share this with any one of your friends who is a big baseball fan or not a baseball fan, I would very much appreciate it. Thanks very much, and let's get into the action. Okay, the first story I want to go over is with the Cleveland Indians, okay? They have two players who are brothers, and they are both trying to make the team. Josh Naylor has been in the league for a couple of years now. He's, not the greatest player, but not the worst player. He's kind of like an average player. But his brother, Bo Naylor, is a catcher, and they're both two completely different body types. All right? Josh Naylor is 255 pounds. This guy is a tank. Bo is 185 pounds. Bo is the catcher. Josh is the outfielder. You feel like you would think, like, if you look at the profile, that it would be split the other way around. The catcher might be the bigger one, but nope, not the case. Anyways, in today's game, Bo Naylor, the skinny catcher, actually hit a home run. Josh Naylor swung and lost his bat. It's just kind of interesting, the brother dynamic there. Speaking of brothers in baseball, wouldn't it be cool to have another set of brothers in Major League Baseball on the same team, especially for the Cleveland Indians? Do you remember the last set of twins that played for the Cleveland Indians? It was Roberto and Sandy Alomar. It brings me back. I remember, obviously, the Alou brothers. There's, I think, 3 or 4 of them. The Giambi, Jason and Jeremy Giambi brothers. Jared and Jeff Weaver. They pitched against each other one year because Jared was with the Angels and Jeff was with the Dodgers. That was really awesome. I remember they had a jersey cut down the middle on both sides. They sewed it up, and so they had like an Angels and Dodgers. It was a cool jersey. Super cool. I think it'd be awesome for baseball just to have a set of brothers on a team playing together. When do you think the last time these two brothers played on the same team? I mean, high school for a year, maybe two seasons. Josh is 23 and Bo is 21. So there might have been a year there where they played together. Little League, maybe? I think it would be pretty cool to have these guys both make the team and spend an entire season playing together. Bobby Dalbec hit a grand slam today. If you remember, in a previous video, I talked about we got to keep an eye on this guy. He's going to be awesome. Obviously, here it is. The guy hits a grand slam and pushes the Red Sox to have a very good game and win this game. On the other side, Max Fried pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, gave up 1 run. It was an earned run, had 3 strikeouts, and his ERA is 2.25. At least the Atlanta pitching is doing something. If you haven't seen this pitcher, performance of a body for a pitcher, I know him and Altavia of the San Diego Padres are both really just, you can tell they do not skip leg day, and they definitely do not skip arm day. My goodness, I love it. I love seeing baseball players that lift. A lot of them, nowadays, baseball players are starting to train and starting to lift a lot more. There was a time where people were, I guess, against lifting weights for some time. Obviously, the steroid era, there was a lot of players who started lifting weights then because of, the steroids get bigger, swing faster, etc. I know there's a whole nother story there. But the pitchers would always just run pulls and do long toss. They would stay away from weightlifting. And I love the trend of pitchers starting to lift and get bigger and stronger, just better, more resilient bodies. And Walker Buehler is one of them. Michael Lorenzen, Altavia. Just, I am for it. I'm here for it. And let's keep it going. Let's get everyone in Major League Baseball on this. Speaking of Michael Lorenzen, he pitched today. He gave Josh Hader, the hard-throwing left-hander for the Milwaukee Brewers, gave up 2 home runs in the same inning. He gave one up to Ramone Loriano, who I think everyone in baseball is a fan of this guy after being hit by a couple of pitches by Houston Astro pitchers last year. And he's like, you got to snap the ball. You got to snap like this. That way. And then there's a little brawl, and he got into a fight with the Houston Astros hitting coach, because the hitting coach for the Astros at the time made some poor judgment on remarks and what he should say, etc. That right there, man. And I think he robbed a home run from them, didn't he? He robbed a home run and hit a home run and got hit by. Either way, we're all a fan of Ramone Loriano. Jason Krisen did it on both sides of the ball for the San Francisco Giants. He hit a home run, and then to end the game, there was a runner at third base. Ball's hit deep to left field corner, and Jason Krisen starts running and lays out, makes the catch. Not only does he make the catch, he ends the game. Just, man, I love that about baseball. I love seeing stuff like that. I love that. Luke Williams hit a 3-run big fly for the Philadelphia Phillies. This guy is 24, and I feel like he's just about knocking on the door to be in the major leagues. It would be really great to see this guy come in and just be the next, like, David Wright. That's kind of the feel I get with this guy. You heard it here first. Luke Williams, big leagues. David Wright, similar. Let's go. And on the Detroit Tigers side, a young Isaac Paredes hit a 2-run bomb for the Detroit Tigers. Matt Boyd pitched for the Tigers today, and he pitched 3 innings. He gave up 3 hits, 1 run, and it wasn't earned. He gave up 1 walk. He had 3 strikeouts. ERA is 1.8. I feel like Detroit is going to be a dark horse this year because they have such a young core group of players. They've got Matt Boyd. They've got Casey Mize, Paredes. They've got AJ Hinch as their manager, and he's a good manager. Everywhere he's gone, he's been a winner. With the Diamondbacks, he was a winner. With the Astros, he was a winner, minus the trash can scandal. And I feel like he's going to be the perfect guy to help turn that organization to be more of a winning organization, which would make the AL Central one of the most toughest divisions to go through, because Twins, White Sox, Tigers, Royals, that's a pretty dang good division. It very much rivals the NL East in terms of difficulty to get out on top. Insane. It's going to be an insane season. I honestly just can't wait. I just want the regular season to start. Speaking of the Minnesota Twins and the AL Central, Rob Refsnyder hit kind of a little league triple. He hit the ball down the line, which, by the way, when was the last time you saw a ball hit down the left field line that didn't hug the line like this, where the infielder, like third baseman, was not positioned properly? We don't see that very much anymore. Hits the ball to the third base line, legs out a triple. On the other side of the ball, Austin Meadows is trying to retrieve the ball and does an absolutely poor job tracking the ball, getting the ball in. But he's Austin Meadows, so he's going to have a job in the major leagues. But I am going to answer what my least favorite thing about spring training is. And it is not that there are a lot of players on every team and that the games have random lengths and that you can stop an inning anytime you want. I hate that Major League Baseball does not show, on average, 10 teams a day. For example, today, Max Scherzer pitched, and we don't have video of. Max Scherzer pitched 3 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts, dropped his ERA to 3.86. That is something I want to see. I want to see those 5 strikeouts. Without a doubt, how did he get these guys out? I want to see what happened. MLB spring training and MLB in general does a terrible job with promoting the game. Ugh. So there is my hatred of spring training. Jack Flaherty pitched 4 innings, and he didn't have the greatest outing. He gave up the home run to Starlin Castro. Gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both were earned, had 2 walks, gave up 1 walk, had 4 strikeouts, and his ERA is now 9, but it's a small sample size. But regardless, I want to see Jack Flaherty pitch. I want to see Max Scherzer pitch. That no brainer. I want to watch that. But we can't see it because Major League Baseball says that they're not going to play the game. Also, a game that I wanted to watch was the San Diego Padres. And they had a youngster, Josh Mears, a 20-year-old, hit a home run. Again, another thing I wanted to watch is I want to see that. And especially with San Diego having Snell, Machado, Tatis, Darvish, a young manager with a brilliant GM, you would think they would want to be pushing that team to be on the TV as much and as long as possible. But we don't get to, because Major League Baseball does a very bad job of promoting the game and broadcasting spring training games. Just plain out, flat and simple. They do a very bad job. Moving on to the New York Yankees. My goodness. New York Yankees have 5 players who could potentially be hitting 40 home runs each. And maybe 2 of them, maybe even 3, could get 50 home runs. That is, like, if that's not the new murderer's row, I don't know what it is. You have Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge, Gleyber Torres, Gary Sanchez, and Luke Voit. All of them can hit 40 home runs. And I know you guys are going to say, oh, Gary Sanchez didn't have a great year last year. Yeah, I get it. But in 2019, he hit 34 home runs. A full season, 34 home runs. Not far from 40. And who's to think that he won't get to that, because he's hitting the ball really well this year so far. Obviously, Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge have both hit 50 home runs, both in 2017. Gleyber Torres hit 38 home runs in 2019. That's 2 away from 40. And Luke Voit hit 22 home runs in 60 games. I mean, that's on a 50-something clip right there. So Voit, Judge, Stanton might hit 50 home runs. Granted, if that's hit the same production as the last time they had a full season, or in Luke Voigt's instance last year. Either way, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be awesome to watch these guys hit, and I fear for pitching in the AL East. My goodness. Speaking of pitching for the New York Yankees, Aroldis Chapman pitched in his game, or 1-inning outing, struck out 2 batters. Just was lights out. They're saying he's working on a split finger, and that's just going to make him way more dynamic. And you all know Aroldis Chapman, when he gets in trouble, just relies on the fastball. And then he's good when he throws his breaking ball and then speeds him up on the fastball. If he adds a 3rd pitch, watch out. This guy's going to be the next Eric Gagne. Game over. Domingo German pitched today, and he had a 3-inning outing, gave up 1 hit, had 3 strikeouts, and my goodness, the New York Yankees are good. Having them at 3 is a stretch. Like, as in the power rankings, the new power rankings have not come out yet, but currently them at number 3, I'd argue that they're probably like a 1B, a 1A, 1B. They're that good. If they can put it together for the entire season, that is what remains to be seen. Or injuries, you get the idea. Baseball might happen. The life of baseball. Regardless, just seeing all of that in one game, or in one potential team, one lineup, is insane. Anyways, getting into what happened with the Yankees today, Giancarlo Stanton he destroyed this ball. I don't even know if the ball actually survived this hit. So here, take a look at this and listen to the bat.
Judge off 3rd, Gardner off 1st, and Stanton absolutely destroys that. High, deep, gone, and into the Tampa night for John.
Now, on the very next pitch, Gleyber Torres does this.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Oh! Now Torres drives one deep in the air, left center. Goodbye.
So you get the feeling we're getting a microcosm of what the regular season is going to look like. And for the hat reference for the day, I'm wearing a Baltimore Orioles hat. There's actually 2 reasons why I'm wearing this hat. The first one is I'm paying homage to my good old buddy Mickey Janis for throwing that crazy knuckleball yesterday. Just, my goodness, I watched that video probably 60 times because it's just insane. And the cameraman did a phenomenal job zooming in and going with the ball. That is so cool. Just great photography and camera work. The other reason is because I tried keeping the baseball dream alive by playing men's league, and we were the Orioles. And so I got the hat. Well, and there's your hat reference for the day. Clayton Kershaw made his second start for the Dodgers. He had a 3-inning outing. He gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was a home run to David Peralta. He had 3 strikeouts, and his ERA is at 1.8. Kenley Jansen also pitched 1 inning. He gave up 1 hit and struck out 2. Corey Seager hit an Oppo Taco to help lead the Dodgers to a 3-2 victory over the Diamondbacks. And obviously David Peralta hit a home run for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Well, that pretty much concludes it for today's video. If you all remember, please put it in your calendar. Sunday, March 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to go live on YouTube. I want you all to join. Please come in with questions, with comments. I want to have a great discussion about where the channel is going to go and the future of baseball and this upcoming season and the current spring training. And I want to talk about all of your favorite teams and players. It's going to be a good time. I'm not going to keep it too long, probably 30, 40 minutes, somewhere in there, maybe an hour if it's just really clicking. With all of that said, please, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos, and please smash the like button because it helps out big time for the YouTube algorithm. And without further ado, we will see you tomorrow.